higher. You are listening to an exclusive review. ASOT, A State of Trance.
Hello, welcome guys. Welcome to another 10 Questions With. This time it's a bit different because I'm sitting here. Some of you may know me from working behind the scenes of A State of Trance. But we're here for you.
Yeah.
Ruben, welcome.
This is kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, this... I mean, like, normally, yeah, you do the 10 questions, obviously.
Yeah, but it would be weird if I ask my own questions to myself. So I'm happy that you're going to do that. I didn't see the questions, so I'm curious what you're going to ask me.
Cool.
Yes.
So shall we start?
Yeah.
Okay. When and how did you and Armin first met?
The first time we met, that's I think in 2005, if I'm not wrong. For the kids listening out here, probably you weren't born yet. It was in Stockholm. I was together with a friend of mine, Osgur Khan. I was staying there, and Armin did a gig in Monday Bar, if I'm correct. I didn't go to the gig, but I went to meet Armin together with Osgur and David Lewis. And it was in some kind of random lunch place somewhere. That's the first time I met Armin. It was long before we even started working together. So that's the first time I met him.
But you were already doing things with trance and music producing and everything?
I had my own label, which was called In Trance back then. And later it it moved into Statement.
But and how did you went into music production, and what did you do before?
I started DJing when I was like 15 or something like that, or 14 when my brother was DJing, and music productions came along as well, because as soon as you start playing out, the one thing you want to do is play your own stuff. So that was a logical thing to move into. But if you hear some of the stuff that I made the first couple of years, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but it's the same.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's the same for me with video and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Everyone knows that you're a co-host of A State of Trance every week, which is a lot of work.
Yeah.
But what's your most favorite part of being co-hosting, doing the co-host of the show and doing every preparation and everything?
I guess it's being in contact with the listeners, see their input, see their questions, see their shouts. And the nice thing is that I get to meet a lot of these people. So when you go around the world, and people say, like, I remember tuning into episode 533 and that tune came along, and that's something like it's in the memory of people, and you've created that together with the whole team. So that's really cool.
And especially the Service for Dreamers part.
Yeah.
Which now gets a whole new dimension in the show, which is pretty cool, because you used to make it on your computer behind a DAW.
Yeah.
And now it gets like a whole interactive part with
it's so much fun, man. Doing A State of Trance every week with the whole team, it's a little party. Just laughing and listening to new music and meeting new people, meeting the artists everywhere. So you know how it is. It's nice to do it.
It's really fun. Yeah. But sometimes with touring, it can be a little bit difficult to plan everything, or...
Yeah, but somehow we still manage to deliver a show every single week. And this summer, Armin is going to be on vacation, so we're going to do a little bit of takeovers again. So soon on episode... Probably in 2 weeks, we're going to announce those takeovers for this summer.
Cool. You just told...
teaser. Stay tuned.
You just told that you're already into DJing and making music, but which song got you into trance music? What was for you the song that got you like, oh man, I have to produce this kind of music?
Wow, that's a good question. I think... my love for dance music in general started about in 1994, 5, something like that.
That was when I was born, man.
That was when you were born, exactly. And there was a radio show called Mark in the Dark on Radio 538. And every Thursday evening there was a little mini mix of about 4 tracks. So the producer of Mark in the Dark went into the DJ booth and played 4 new trance songs. And there was such a new sound back then, and that blew me away. I recorded it on tape every single week, and that went from one thing to the other. And then Tiesto started blowing up, so I went to Tiesto solos and stuff like that, and that's how I rolled into this world.
Wow. Sounds good, man. Hey, I forgot to mention the names, by the way, from the first 3 questions. But the first one, when you and Armin met, was by Sindorilin. if I pronounce it correctly. Second one from the favorite part of ASOT was from Nadine 3_7.
Always great questions.
The third one was from Sam Goodbeard. So thank you guys for your questions. But this week you released your album called Different.
Yes.
How is your different album different from like the last album, obviously? My Story, which is asked by Snee Makia 27.
Okay. The album is different because it has different songs. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just different.
The previous album, My Story, I already said this on the regular episode as well.
Yeah.
Normally when you produce an album or something like that, same when you produce video. You sit in your own zone. You make music for, in this case, I made music for 2 years. Sitting in a dungeon called your studio. And this time I turned it around. I switched on my webcam. I started involving my Twitch channel into the whole process. So what I did was during the day, I still made music by myself. But at a certain point of the day, I was like, okay, let's get the state mates. The state mates, that's what I get to call them nowadays. Let's get them into my studio. So I switched on my webcam. I switched on my screen so people can see what I'm doing. And that's how the whole album came along, with feedback from people. And at the same time, I also give tips to people on there. If they have any questions or they want to have feedback on music, I can do it at the same time. So on one side, I get the feedback on the music from the people that are going to listen to it in the future, I hope. And on the other side, I can help out people that are on there for the platform. And I have to say, there's so much talent on Twitch. It's unbelievable when they send you certain demos.
For everything.
Why aren't you signed to any label? It's unbelievable.
You can sign into Statement. Well,
mostly in general. For now, I hope that's going to change in the future. Since Twitch is really about gaming, which is changing. I'm talking a lot with Twitch nowadays. It's mainly focused on games, and game lovers love dubstep and drum and bass. So a lot of streamers on there do dubstep and drum and bass. So I feel in the future there's going to be more trance producers or progressive or techno producers as well.
Cool. I've looked a couple of times and I loved it, to be honest. And I heard the first track we had together with Haley-Ann.
Yeah.
And I was asking, what's this Haley-Ann? And I was like, oh man, this sounds really good. And
the funny thing is, like, there like a lot of tunes that started really differently, and as soon as people came with their feedback, it started changing into something else. So maybe I should give all my royalties to people that came along with the ideas. But I really like how when I look back at maybe some old streams or something like that, I really see how the tune evolves from something really small into the tune that it became in the end. So that's really cool.
Okay, next question. What makes you different from Agatha XYZ123?
Agatha, another state mate.
I know her as well.
Yeah. What makes me different? What
He's
I
tall.
just said. I'm tall.
He loves shoes.
Love shoes. No, what I like said, I really enjoy into creating something together with a group of people. There's a lot of collaborations on the album as well. I really enjoy working with other people instead of working just by myself. So that makes me a little bit different. That's maybe also why I involved so many people, the fans themselves, into the music. And that makes me a little bit different. And also being open about pretty much everything that I do. A lot of producers, they are really closed. They don't show any tips or any secrets. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it different. Like, people can see whatever I do. If they see me work on certain melodies, they can steal the ideas if they want to. Like I've been working on tunes for 2 years. The melodies are there in the open on the sequencer, so you can just copy them if you want to. So, I really enjoy being open, and I think that's a little bit different than other people do. That's
humble.
things.
I mean, like, a lot of producers are like, but in themselves, and you can't see the project and everything. And I love it that you're really open with that, and that you can let other people see how you produce and let them learn from you. And that the way
and I also
around,
enjoy, like I said, the whole Discord group. People are
it's fun.
The funny thing is, because of the stream that I do and the Discord that's connected to it, people are meeting up now from all countries. So they made friends too there, and that's something that, because I decided to open my studio, people made friendships, and it's I'm very, very fortunate with a group of amazing supporters like that.
Wow! So keep it up, guys. We love you. Okay, question, another one. Since you are quite a versatile artist, who have been your biggest influences in music? This one is from Sheet Shaheen.
There's so many great producers. Like Armin is, of course, inspiration. The way how he does everything. I love the music of Brian Eno, for example. I love making soundscapes like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? There's so many inspirations. There's so many great producers out there that inspire me. Also, within the Statement team, 11, Esteban Roj, Lumisade, all such fantastic producers. Now Garden State is coming up with really inspirational music as well, and that really triggers me to make certain music as well. If whether it's techno, whether it's progressive, whether it's trance, that's what I try to do on my album as well. There's a down-tempo song on there because I love making that with Louisa, for example. More of a instrumental pumping track, but with the Evgeny, and I don't know, there's so much versatile stuff. It's so boring to make just one tune. I see a lot of producers that open their sequencer and they just use the same kick drum, they use the same setup, they use the same sounds, and I start everything with a
Completely new,
sheet.
yeah.
Wow.
New question from Roj. Hey Roj. Why is Roj your best friend?
Roj, he's just an amazing personality, to be honest. We had we've had a click as soon as we met. I think, especially in the music, it's been so much fun to work with him on so much music. And 2 weeks ago we played in New York for the first time for the statement night, and we were just walking around New York. And we were like, wow, dude.
Two little boys.
We were two little boys from the Netherlands playing in New York at a sold-out statement night, and we both know that it's very special with everything that we're doing. And then this weekend we play in Oakland in the baseball stadium. Like, come on, man! And I'm so happy that I can share that with a good friend, Roj. Yeah.
Cool. Who would your dream collab be? Vocalist or DJ? Well, you can't name Roj.
Easy.
No, yeah.
Vocalist, Maria Mena.
Yeah?
1000%.
Why?
Because I think she's one of the best songwriters in the world, and her voice is just so special. But I know that she doesn't collab or make music with anyone, so that one will remain the way it is. But you never know. You never know.
Yeah. Well, things can change, obviously.
Maria Mena, if you're listening to the State of Trance YouTube channel right now.
This one was from CM Malone 14.
Okay.
He sends questions every week, I guess.
Good questions.
Cool. What's the most rebellious thing you've ever done? This one was by Diana Varga Didi.
The most rebellious thing you've ever done?
Come on, you're a badass.
I don't know, man.
Ruben is
one of the maybe one of these. I hope my parents are not listening, but
you're the example of a nice guy, man. Come on.
Yeah, but
you're a perfect example.
I'm a morning person, so in high school I didn't go to any first hours in the whole process of going there. Never.
And you never got any notes to your parents or anything, but
nothing.
Why is Ruben not showing up the first hour every week? But
I don't know. I just couldn't. So,
but nothing on tour or anything gig related, or?
Oh, I'm a pretty good boy, to be honest. So no, that was probably as soon as it's over, I'm gonna have a lot of ideas, but I don't know.
But you never did, change up something or had to go to the toilet like real quick and.
I don't. That's not really rebellious, is it?
No, well, yeah.
It's more awkward. Like, okay, I'm not gonna make this rebellious, but I'm gonna make.
I want funny stories.
The most awkward thing that happened was very recently, actually.
Oh yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah, the statement night in New York. The live stream was there. It was going off with so many viewers and so many new people that watched the channel for the first time. And I was playing on the rooftop, and we were feeling it. Everybody was feeling it. The crowd was going well on the remix that I played for Haley and the Dream in Color. And I turned to this. I can still see this when I close my eyes. I hit the stop button on the player. So the music just disappeared and the stream is going like, wow. And I saw that someone clipped it on Twitch and it has like 1,500 views already. Just that little clip that I do that. So I know there's a lot of people on the internet right now that are like, oh, look at this idiot, man, he can't DJ. So it happens. And then I told Armin about it. He was like, oh man, I've been there, done that a million times. So don't worry about it.
Well, we're already almost there, but let's do one. If you had another extra hour during the day, what kind of activities would you spend that time? It's from Agatha XYZ123. I know that one. You always complain to me, oh, I have no time for gaming.
Yeah, I wish I had time for gaming. I've been so busy in the last couple of weeks and months. I just don't have time for gaming anymore. And we used to game together as well, and also with
that's
Tian
fun.
behind the scenes. We have so much fun playing Call of Duty, for example, but there's no time. There's no time. As soon as I'm done with the stuff that I'm supposed to do on a day, there's no more time. So you have to make a choice. I'm gonna make music, or am I going to play games? And then, you know.
Because you do have a big love for gaming, right?
Hour, I would love to play some more video games. Yes.
Cool. Well, guys, this was it. 10 questions with Ruben. I hope to see you the next one. Who's going to be the next one?
Nifra. So if you have any questions for her,
well, let them down below. And see you next week for a new... Well, Ruben is obviously going to do it. So Ruben will see you next week.
I'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Lifting you higher. This is A State of Trance.